Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to read an opening statement. This is to advise the general public that in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 entitled Senator Bar and Bear Open Public Meeting Act, New Jersey Casino Control Commission on December 8, 2021 filed with Secretary of State at State House in Trenton an annual meeting schedule on December 9, 2021. Copies were mailed to subscribers. Any member of the public who wishes to address the commission will be given the opportunity to do so before the commission adjourns for the day. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Well, let me begin by welcoming everybody back into this facility. We haven't had people in here for almost 2.5 years, so it's great to see people in the building. So thank you. I would also want to welcome everyone who is joining us in person and remotely today. For this meeting, we are permitting meeting participants to continue to address the Commission through remote technology. The public meeting room is, however, open with appropriate health measures taken. We will continue to stream our public meetings. Accordingly, the public is able to listen through access provided on the Commission's website as well as through our YouTube channel. We will accept public comments via email as well as in person. Public comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov. I'll repeat that. Comments can be sent to public.comments@ccc.nj.gov beginning now and any time throughout the meeting, ending at the time of the adjournment of this meeting. This meeting is being transcribed as well as recorded, and minutes will be available on our website in due course. To meeting participant callers, I ask that you follow the instructions provided with the web link or the audio call-in code and place your phones on mute until your matter is called. Also, please remember to identify yourself before speaking. Thank you.
Please answer when I call your name. Commissioner Molyneux,
Present.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Present.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Present.
Matters discussed in closed session this morning included employee key license matters and a litigation update in the matter of Juana Torres versus City of Atlantic City, as well as approval of the closed session minutes of May 11, 2022. The first item for your consideration is the ratification of the minutes of May 11, 2022, the public meeting portion.
Are there any questions for council or corrections?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to ratify the minutes of the May 12th, 2022 meeting.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 2 for your consideration are applications for initial casino key employee licenses. They include Fan Ann, Alfred R. Clayton, Juan Colon, Michelle Q. Forford, Rakesh Islania, James P. Llewellyn, Juan Mendez, Gina Murray, Juana Negin, Yvette T. Negin, Colleton Rivera, Zachary Rosner, Rachel Ryan, Jennifer Tran, Sandra Ward, Lisa Watson, William Weekoff III. There are 5 matters that staff has reviewed and requests that they be remanded. And they would include Mr. An, Clayton, Fulford, Mendez, and Yvette Nguyen. The remaining 12 matters, staff has reviewed, division has reviewed, and both recommend that those initial casino key employee licenses be granted.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 12 initial casino key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Fan Ann, Alfred R. Clayton, Michelle Q. Forford, Juan Mendez, and Yvette T. McGowan, as indicated. Division has reviewed and has requested conferences on those matters. Staff concurs and recommend that you remand those 5 initial casino key employee license applications to the contested case process.
Are there any questions regarding any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to remand for a hearing the 5 initial casino key employee license applications.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 3 are applications for resubmitted casino key employee licenses and/or qualifications. They include Neil P. Cafone, Carlos F. Collin, Robert M. Falusi, Joseph A. Grande, Michael B. Lapointe, Betty Jean Parker, Edward A. Taylor, Hugh T. Turner Jr., and Michael M. Torin. All matters have been reviewed by the division as well as commission staff with a recommendation that those resubmitted casino key employee licenses be granted.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the 9 resubmitted casino key employee licenses.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number 4 are approvals through delegation of authority between May 1, 2022 and May 31, 2022 pursuant to resolution number 22011211B. Patrick Eeler will address those matters for you. However, I do note that no vote is required.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners.
Morning.
Between May 1st and May 31st, 2022, the staff of the Casino Control Commission's Regulatory Affairs Division granted the following approvals via its delegated authority. On May 2nd, 2022, the temporary casino key employee license was granted to Lori S. Castratario for a dual-rate table games assistant shift manager position, and to Dulce J. Rice for a dual-rate casino cashiering supervisor position, both at Ocean Casino. On May 4th, 2022, a temporary key employee license was granted to Christopher T. Petrillo for a casino accounting manager position at Hard Rock Atlantic City. On May 10, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license with a multi-casino endorsement was granted to Jacob J. Scanlon for a manager of iGaming compliance position at Boardwalk 1000 and Hard Rock Atlantic City. And a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Teresa L. Tropia for a dual-rate table games assistant shift manager position at Ocean Casino. On May 16, 2022, temporary casino key employee licenses were granted to Ann E. Braggs Wilson for a dual-rate casino cashier supervisor position, and to Nancy P. Egan for a floor manager/trainer position, both at Resorts Atlantic City. To Rada Arbieto for a casino cage supervisor position at Hard Rock Atlantic City, and Marshall L. Davis for a dual-rate slot supervisor/slot manager position at Golden Nugget Atlantic City. On May 19, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Keaton Barat for a dual-rate slot supervisor/slot manager position at Golden Nugget Atlantic City, and to Tracy Chang for a floor manager/trainer position at Resorts Atlantic City. On May 10, 2022, a temporary casino key employee license was granted to Vincent E. Carlisle for a credit executive position at Ocean Casino, and to Nicholas S. Pira for a sportsbook supervisor position at Bally's Atlantic City. On May 24th, 2022, temporary casino key employee licenses were granted to Robert V. Cavado for a systems infrastructure manager position at Ocean Casino, to Christopher D. Crane for a casino controller position at Resorts Atlantic City, James W. Goodwin for a director of facilities position at Bally's Atlantic City, and to Christina Perez for an hourly assistant casino shift manager position at Harrah's Atlantic City. And finally, on May 31st, 2022, a multi-casino endorsement on an existing casino key employee license was granted to Tremaine Johnson for a Director of Security position at Boardwalk 1000 and Hard Rock Atlantic City. This shall memorialize the noted approvals that were granted by the Commission's Division of Regulatory Affairs via its delegated authority during this period. No further Commission action is required. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would just indicate it sounded like with respect to Vincent Carlisle, that Mr. Eeler reported that that delegated action was taken on May 10, but it's May 20. I think it was just a slip of the tongue.
Yes.
Unless there are other questions, I will move on to.
Duly noted.
Thank you. Number 5, a request for inactivation of casino key employee licenses. Again, Mr. Eeler will review those matters with you.
Thank you. The following 11 individuals have requested to be placed on the casino key employee approved inactive list for a period of up to 5 years in lieu of filing a casino key employee license review application. Peter D. Delaringa, Paul M. DeAngelis, Michael Imperatrice, Charles P. McCree, Carly Marquet, Robert M. Pickus, Frank Reimers III, Stephen Ross, Calvin A. Trudeau Jr., Gary Van Hedinga, and Joanne M. Young. Commission staff has reviewed these requests and recommends that you grant the requested relief.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the requested relief and order that the 11 casino key employee licenses be inactivated.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, ayes have it.
Thank you.
Item number 6 is your consideration of the lapsing of certain casino key employee licenses. Again, Mr. Eeler will review those.
Thank you. At this time, there are 5 individuals for your consideration to lapse their casino key employee license. In these cases, the casino key employee license review application filing deadline has passed, and the individual has not filed a casino key employee license review application or requested to be placed on the approved inactive list. Based on these facts, staff recommends that the casino key employee licenses of the following individuals be deemed to have lapsed: Donald Lowe, Francis Malloy, Tracy Miles, Lorraine Reed, and Robert White.
Are there any questions on any of these matters?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to find that the 5 casino key employee licenses lapsed pursuant to NJAC 19:41A-6.1F of the regulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye, opposed, ayes have it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 7 is consideration of the initial application of Latrine Gunter for a casino key employee license. Senior Counsel Teresa Pipinelli will address that matter.
Morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel here appearing for the Commission. For your consideration is the initial application of Latrine Gunter for her initial casino key employee license. You have staff's memo and recommendation for this matter. Jocelyn Fedowitz is here on behalf of the division. I would just ask her to enter her appearance and proceed.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division filed a supplemental report dated May 24th, 2022, withdrawing the division's request for a conference in this matter, as the applicant has paid in full her debt to the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission. Accordingly, the division now recommends the granting of the application for a casino key employee license. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the initial application of Latrine Gunter for casino key employee license.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 8 is the reconsideration of the casino key employee license of James C. Keaton. Again, Senior Counsel Teresa Pimpinelli will review that matter with you.
Chairman and Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel on behalf of the Commission again. Before you is the reconsideration of the initial application of James C. Keaton for his casino key employee license. The staff memo advises Mr. Keaton has advised that he no longer lives in New Jersey and wishes to return his credential and end his licensure. You have staff's memo and recommendation for this matter. Jocelyn Fedowitz is here on behalf of the division, and I would ask her to enter her appearance and proceed.
Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. On August 12, 2020, the Commission approved a stipulation of settlement entered between James Keaton and the division and granted his casino key employee license. The stipulation of settlement required James Keaton to amend his 2018 tax returns and provide proof of payment of any resulting liability annually commencing on February 15, 2021. On March 15, 2022, the division notified the Commission that James Keaton had not been in compliance with the stipulation of settlement. The Commission scheduled a conference with James Keaton and the division on March 31st, 2022, in which James Keaton did not participate. Moreover, he advised that he no longer wanted to hold a casino key employee license. So in light of this information, the division respectfully requests that James Keaton's casino key employee license be revoked due to his failure to comply with the stipulation and based on his abandonment of the licensing process. Thank you.
Ms. Pimpinelli, Mr. Keaton is not online, correct?
No, he's not
Okay,
present.
Thank you. Are there any questions for council?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to A, find James C. Keaton disqualified pursuant to NJSA 5:12-80B, NJSA 5:12-80D, NJSA 5:12-86B, and NJSA 5:12-89B. And also to that, add B, we revoke his casino employee license.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Next item for your consideration is the stipulation of settlement in the initial application of Simon Me, and I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly, for a casino key employee license. Again, Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will review that.
Chairman and Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel for the Commission. For your consideration is the stipulation of settlement in the initial application of Simon May for his casino key employee license. You have staff's memo and recommendation on this matter. I believe Mr. May indicated he wanted to appear for today's meeting. I have not verified that he is present, but Jocelyn Fedowitz is here on behalf of the division.
Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division has nothing further on this matter and respectfully requests that the stipulation be approved as submitted. Thank you.
Mr. May, are you on the telephone? Does not appear that he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, he is. Okay. Mr. May, this is Teresa Pimpinelli. Do you wish to speak to the commissioners, or did you just want to listen in?
Yeah, I was just listening here.
Okay. Unless you have any questions for him.
So, sir, you have nothing to say to the commission then, correct?
No.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions for council on this matter? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the stipulation of settlement between the division and the applicant and grant the initial application of Simon Mee for a casino key employee license, subject to compliance with the terms and conditions as provided for in the stipulation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you.
The next item for your consideration is item number 10, which is the initial casino key employee licensure and plenary qualification of Thomas Casella to serve as Vice President Security for Tropicana Atlantic City Corp. Senior Counsel Pimpinelli will review that matter with you.
Chairman and Commissioners, for your consideration is disciplinary qualification and initial casino key employee license of Thomas Casella to serve as Vice President of Security for Tropicana Atlantic City Corp. You may recall that the commission found Mr. Casella temporarily qualified and granted him a temporary casino key employee license for this position on November 9, 2021. You have staff's memo and position on this matter. A draft resolution was submitted to the parties. I believe Connor Martin is here on behalf of the division, and Pat Agnolini is here on behalf of Mr. Casella, who is also present in the room. I would just ask council to now proceed.
Thank you.
Good morning, Chairman, members of the commission. Pacifico Agnolini from Brownstein Hyatt Farber Schreck on behalf of Tropicana Atlantic City Corp. and Mr. Thomas Casella.
Good morning. Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Connor Martin, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement.
Thank you.
As indicated before you today is a petition for the initial casino key employee license and plenary qualification of Mr. Casella to serve as Vice President of Security for Tropicana Atlantic City Corp. We have reviewed the draft resolution and have no comments and would ask that you approve it. If you have any questions, we're here. Thank you.
The division filed a plenary report on May 27th recommending that Thomas Casella be granted a casino key employee license and plenary qualification to serve as Vice President of Security for Tropicana. We received the draft resolution and have no objection. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I was able to have a conversation with Mr. Casella earlier before the meeting proceeded, and I am pretty much satisfied with that conversation.
Excellent, excellent. Any other questions for council? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant an initial casino key employee license to Thomas Casella, and A, that is pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89B4 and NJSA 5:12-89E, and B, find Mr. Casella qualified to serve as Vice President of Security for Tropicana Atlantic City Corporation in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1C NJSA 5:12-89B 1 and 2, and NJAC 13:69C-2.6.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper.
Yes.
And Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 11 is consideration of the initial Casino Key employee licensure and plenary qualification of Ryan Birch to serve as Vice President of Hotel Operations for Ocean AC Walk LLC. Again, Senior Counsel Pipinelli will review that matter with you.
Chairman and Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel, appearing for the Commission. For your consideration is the plenary qualification and initial Casino Key employee license of Ryan Birch to serve as Vice President of Hotel Operations of AC Ocean Walk LLC. You may recall that the Commission found Mr. Birch temporarily qualified and granted him a temporary Casino Key employee license on September 15th of 2021. You have staff's memo and recommendation on this matter. The draft resolution was circulated to the parties. I believe Mr. Musket is appearing telephonically on behalf of Mr. Birch, and Ms. Fedowitz is here on behalf of the division.
Jocelyn Fedowitz, Deputy Attorney General, on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. The division filed a report dated May 4th, 2022, recommending the Casino Key employee license and plenary qualification of Ryan Birch to serve as Vice President of Hotel Operations. We've reviewed the draft resolution and submitted a request for minor changes for consideration, but otherwise have no objection to it. Thank you.
Mr. Musket?
Good morning, Chairman Pelosi, Vice Chair Cooper, and Commissioner Molyneux. I'm Joseph Musket, Senior Vice President and General Counsel for Ocean Casino Resort, appearing on behalf of Ryan Birch. I've reviewed the resolution concerning the plenary qualification and Casino Key employee license of Mr. Birch to serve as the Vice President of Hotel Operations for Ocean. I have no objection in form and substance to the resolution. I respectfully ask on behalf of Ocean and Mr. Birch that the resolution be approved as written. Thank you for your consideration.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion on this matter?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution and A, grant an initial Casino Key employee license to Ryan Birch pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89A and B, and B, find Mr. Birch qualified to serve as Vice President of Hotel Operations for Ocean AC Walk LLC in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.6 and -2.7.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote?
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, with your permission, may I call out of order item number 16, which is Senior Counsel Pipinelli's final matter?
Proceed, yes.
Thank you. And with that, that is the matter of the delegation of authority to the chairman in the matter of the appeal of Wayne Chan, docket number 220018-AP. And I will refer to Senior Counsel Pipinelli to address the matter with you.
Chairman and Commissioners, Teresa Pimpinelli, Senior Counsel for the Commission. For your consideration is the delegation of authority to the chairman to issue a decision on the Division of Gaming Enforcement's motion to dismiss in the appeal of Wayne Chan. You have staff's memo and recommendation on this matter and is now before you and ready for your vote.
Are there any questions for Mrs. Pimpinelli on this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to grant the chairman of the New Jersey Casino Control Commission delegated authority to issue a decision on the motion to dismiss.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Item number You slide back over. Thank you. Item number 12 is consideration of the initial Casino Key employee licensure and plenary qualification of Travis Lund to serve as president and chief operating officer, Marina District Development Company, LLC. This matter was initially considered by the commission at its, by petition that was filed, dated November 23, 2021. You considered his temporary Casino Key employee licensure and temporary qualification at your December 8, 2021 meeting, and it was granted. We are now here to consider his plenary qualification and initial Casino Key employee licensure. We do have counsel for both parties. I believe Mr. Madamba is appearing virtually, and Ms. Richardson is here. I would ask, with your indulgence, Mr. Chairman, that they enter their appearances and proceed directly.
This is Harry Jackson here.
Oh, that's right. He did tell me that. Sorry about that, Harry.
That's okay. I'm here on behalf of MGM Resorts International and Marina District Development Company, LLC, on behalf of Mr. Lund. We've had a chance to review the draft resolution, and we have no objection as to the form or the substance. And therefore, we ask that the initial Casino Key employee and plenary qualification be granted. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Tracy Richardson, Deputy Attorney General for the Division of Gaming Enforcement. You have our report filed on May 23rd recommending the Casino Key employee licensure and qualification for Travis Lund. We've also reviewed the draft resolution and have no objections. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution and A, grant an initial Casino Key employee license to Travis Lund pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89B, and B, find Mr. Lund qualified to serve as President and Chief Operating Officer for Marina District Development Company, LLC, in accordance with NJSA 5:12-85.1, NJSA 5:12-89B, and NJAC 13:69C-2.6.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number, do we want to do? Tracy, are you on the, we can take it out of order.
13?
Yeah, we were going to take it out of order to accommodate Mr. Jackson. Like matters, stay together. If you don't mind, Mr. Chairman, with your indulgence, can we skip to item number 15? Okay. That is the petition of Marina District Development Company, LLC, for the issuance of a temporary Casino Key employee license to Jessica Smith pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89E, NJSA 5:12-89B4, and to permit her to assume the duties and exercise the powers of Vice President of Facilities pending plenary qualification. Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, that matter was initiated by petition PRN 147-2201, which was dated May 26, 2022, seeking the temporary key licensure and temporary qualification of Jessica Smith. We do have counsel present, as indicated, Mr. Jackson and DAG Richardson, and I would ask that they again enter their appearances, and with your permission, proceed.
Thank you.
Good morning again, Commissioners. Harry Jackson from Fox Rothschild, appearing on behalf of MGM Resorts International and Marina District Development Company, LLC, on behalf of Ms. Smith. We've had the opportunity to review the draft resolution, and we have no objections as to the form and substance. We ask that the temporary qualification and temporary Casino Key employee license be granted. Thank you.
Good morning again, Chairman and Commissioners. Tracy Richardson, Deputy Attorney General for the Division of Gaming Enforcement. We filed a response on June 3rd with no objection to the temporary Casino Key employee licensure and temporary qualification for Jessica Smith. We've also reviewed the draft resolution and have no objections. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the petition and issue a temporary casino key employee license to Jessica Smith pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89B, NJSA 5:12-89E, and NJAC 19:41A-5.3, and permit her to assume the duties and exercise the powers of Vice President of Facilities for the Marina District Development Company, LLC, pending plenary qualification in accordance with the conditions contained in NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.6.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Now, Ms. Kaufman, we will consider item number 13, which is consideration of the plenary qualification of the following three officers to serve in their respective positions for Bally's Corporation and Premier Entertainment AC LLC. And they include A. Lee D. Fenton, B. Robertson M. Reeves, and C. James A. Ryan. As indicated, council is virtually present, as well as division council is present in the room. And I would ask, with your permission, Mr. Chairman, that they enter their appearances and address the commission directly.
Lynn Kaufman for Bally's Corporation and Premier Entertainment, AC LLC, and apologize for getting ahead of myself before.
You were not out of order, Ms. Kaufman.
Thank you.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Alessandra Baldini, Deputy Attorney General for the Division of Gaming Enforcement. You have the division's reports dated May 4th, 2022, recommending that the commission find Lee Fenton, Robeson Reeves, and James Ryan plenarily qualified. The division has also reviewed the draft resolutions and has no objection. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the draft resolution and find the following officers qualified to serve in each of their respective positions, subject in each instance to the conditions contained in NJSA 5:12-85.1, NJSA 5:12-89B, and NJAC 13:69C-2.7. And the first one I read that for will be for Mr. Lee D. Fenton, the Chief Executive Officer and a member of the Board of Directors for Bally's Corporation.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, with your permission, to call each separately to support the roll call vote. The next is Robertson M. Reeves as a member of the Board of Directors for Bally's Corporation and President of Bally's Interactive.
Is there a motion to accept?
And, Mr. Chairman, I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
The next is James A. Ryan as a member of the Board of Directors for Bally's Corporation.
Can I have a motion for Mr. Ryan?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
Thank you. I believe that matter is concluded. Item number 14 is the joint petition of Boardwalk 1000 LLC and HR Atlantic City LLC for the issuance of a temporary casino key employee license to Anthony Ferranca pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89E with a multi-casino endorsement pursuant to NJSA 5:12-91.1 and to permit him to assume the duties and exercise the powers of general manager pending plenary qualification. This matter was initiated by a petition, PRN 1442201, dated May 24, 2022, seeking the temporary casino key employee licensure and temporary qualification of Mr. Farranca as indicated. I believe council is both present in person for the division and virtually for Mr. Farranca and the Hard Rock facilities. With your permission, I would ask that they address the commission directly after entering their appearances.
Good morning, Commissioners. Apologies, my camera just stopped working a moment ago, but I'm Kimberly Harrison from Fox Rothschild, appearing on behalf of Boardwalk 1000 LLC and HR Atlantic City LLC.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Deputy Attorney General Jordan Hollander on behalf of the Division of Gaming Enforcement.
So as indicated, the Division of Gaming Enforcement had reviewed the application filings of Mr. Farranca as well as conducted a preliminary check on Mr. Farranca with no objection being set forth. Additionally, we have reviewed the draft resolution and have no objection to its form and substance. So accordingly, at this time, we respectfully request that Mr. Farranca be granted a temporary casino employee license and qualification with multi-casino endorsement.
Good morning again. You have the division's response with no objection filed on June 3rd, 2022 to the requested relief. The division has also reviewed the draft resolution and has no objections. Thank you.
Are there any questions for council on this matter?
No.
Hearing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the joint petition and issue a temporary casino key employee license to Anthony Farranca pursuant to NJSA 5:12-89B, NJSA 5:12-89E, and NJAC 19:41A-5.3, and with a multi-casino endorsement pursuant to NJSA 5:12-91.1, and permit him to assume the duties and exercise the powers of general manager for Boardwalk 1000 LLC and HR Atlantic City LLC, pending plenary qualification in accordance with the conditions contained in NJSA 5:12-85.1 and NJAC 13:69C-2.6 and 2.7.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, roll call vote.
Commissioner Molyneux,
Yes.
Vice Chair Cooper,
Yes.
and Chairman Pelosi.
Yes.
I believe we have captured all of the items in accordance with Resolution Number 21-120803. The next closed session of the Commission shall be held on Wednesday, July 13, 2022, at 9:30 a.m. in the Commission offices.
This is the public participation portion of the meeting. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to speak? Hearing none, did we get any emails on it?
Mr. Chairman, no, we did not.
Okay, good. The public participation portion is now closed. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.